Good afternoon. What is a mild, bright and sunny day? It is Wednesday the 17th of May. I've got a nice hot cup of tea. And a heavy parcel to start unboxing. Let's get the knife out and cut through the tape. Keep my fingers clear. There we go. And pulling it open, what I have got, I've got a pack of cards. So what I'm going to start off with these. And these readily come in a big bag, and we have Conan, Adventures in an Age Undreamed Of, encounter cards. My Hyborian Age is filled with dangerous foes and useful allies. Each of these cards summarizes a character or monster from Conan's world, the attributes, attacks, special abilities, and doom agendas. So we've got those. Doom and Fortune cards. So game masters can use the plot elements, non-player characters, monsters, challenges, environments, plot twists containing these cards to craft their own unique Conan adventures with ease. Sorcery cards. So magic in the Hyborian Age is dark and risky, coming at a terrible price. These cards cover you in all you need to know: spells, rituals, artifacts, talents for handy reference during play. I've got another set of sorcery cards. That was a bit of a mistake, but there we go. You know, enthusiasm when you're ordering. It happens. Location cards. The vistas of the Hyborian Age are full of adventure and the potential for danger. Each of these cards describes a single classic location with a picture and appropriate momentum and doom spends. And lastly, we have story cards. Game masters can use the plot elements, non-player characters, monsters, and challenges. So I have a. This is a. Nope, that's another set. So yeah, so very similar to the Doom and Fortune cards and the encounter cards. So this lot. Oh, sorry, just trying to get hold of these. So this big bundle of cards. Is essentially tools for the game master in Conan, in Adventures in an Age Undreamed Of, the role-playing game from Modiphius Entertainment, which unfortunately Modiphius has lost the license to. And if you can pick up some of these cards and the supplements and so on fairly inexpensively as they get rid of the license. Now I'm currently missing one supplement, which is the Book of Horrors, I think, because this is really just a big box. This box here is a big box of supplements for the Conan role-playing game, which I wanted to add to complete my collection. Almost there. I should look at getting the tiles if I can. So let's have a look. I'm going to have a look at some of these. And you open up, and these aren't sealed, so you can just look at these. And we've got a bit of a. So essentially, there's every time you get a book, you've got to sort of essentially what this book is, who it's published by, who the rights belong to, and then you've got the credits, and you've got a card that does that. And then we open up, and essentially we have at a location. Give me a clean sword and a clean foe to flesh it in damnation. What would I not give for a flagon of wine? Conan the Scarlet Citadel. There's a tavern, and then you've got a listing of the momentum spends, the doom spends, and the fortunes. And it's going to do the same for, a jail cell, and an alleyway. So you could go through these and say, oh, I want an encounter. by a cliffside, and then you've got all the details on the back. And they use, you know, you can construct sort of like some locations for your adventure and build it around there. So that's the location cards. So just going to put this back in there. Have a look at the next set. So that's the location cards. Next we have, so let's look at the sorcery cards. And I'm just showing you some of these, because otherwise you're just going to go, he's going through a whole pile of cards. It's not very exciting, but it's just going to show you the variety. This is just going to try and get this open. It doesn't, it's quite a lengthy flap. There we go. So you've got the similar introduction and cards, and then, for example, then we have, say, Astral Wanderings, 1 of 2. Your description of the costs and so on one side, and then wandering, the momentum spends if you roll it, and then alternate effects, and then examples of you know, how that works in play. So you literally have two cards for one spell, and you can do the same thing for Atavistic Voyage, Commune with the Wild, Dismember, so on, just sleeping through all the way down, and then we have things like magical items. So that's the ring of the Serpent Ring of Set with the details on the back. Thoth, you know, the Thoth Amon of the ring. Sorcery talent table with listing the talents on the other side. Sort of repertoire, wisdom, with persuade and so on, stuff like that, and then index of sorcery items in there, and a list of enchantments. So that's the sorcery deck. And the thing is, what you can do with that is use it as handouts. Use that as handouts. Essentially, here's your player character. You're playing a sorcerer. These cards are for you. Oh, sorry, I'm missing one card. Let's slot that back in. Don't want to lose that. What next have we got? Doing fortune cards. So yeah, they've got quite a deep flap there, so they don't come readily open. So typical, you've got the representation card, basically the details card, and then you've got things like the momentum cards, and they all have that on the front, and then momentum, lingering sorcery, and opportunistic target, and you flip through these, and you fortune, so influence the story, guide to using these cards. You know, at the back you've got doom, you know, like mob and squad special abilities and special abilities, dramatic enhancements, 1 of 4. So it's basically giving you the rules for the gaming card form for ease of reference. So that's the 4th deck I've looked at. Encounter cards. So yes, again, credits card, and then we have things like Bandit. You've got illustration on the front, full stats, and then further details on the back with nice little quote at the bottom there, and then just going through Berserker, Bodyguard, and these are all coloured. You've got the three colours representing sort of a grade of threat. So thus you would have Guard Sergeant, who is a toughened character, and then equally toughened Knight. You do the same for Pirate and Pirate Captain. She's a nemesis for the Grey, and then we have things like an Unspeakable Abomination, Devil of the Outer Darks. Going through sort of like almost leaning into the mythos there. Particular character types: captains or bonus NPCs. So the Captain Strom, Sophia Lanti of the Scarlet Citadel, and obviously abilities on the back. Guide to creature categories, groups, tools, expertise, special abilities on listing, and so on. You also essentially got the breakdown of NPCs and monsters and creatures in card form. And then just one more to look at, which is the story cards. Oh, that comes away a little easier. So credits and attributions, and then you just have things like question mark, how to use this deck, and then options like that, and then in the back framed and thief, just encounters, just sort of in a format, options, you owe me. There's some storage elements you can throw into the mix, and then after that we get down to Ancient Rites and Lost Truths, and these are more darker tone. They have the serpent on them, that which should not be, weapons, exploration or understanding, negotiation or infiltration. So you can use these, put these together, and we've got things like location, kind of sort of like more broader cards with sort of the sun or moon over the mountain, or volcano, so civil unrest, and lesser of two evils. We've got a different card type with these daggers, which presumably going to be subterfuge, or something along the lines. The greater good, the difference for day. So yeah, so work to the story block deck. Each deck represents a potential storytelling element, be that a hook to draw your player characters into adventure, a dangerous obstacle or plot hook, so on. And then these essentially in line with the toolkit. So yeah, those are all the decks for the Conan Adventures in an Age Undreamed Of, published by Modiphius Entertainment. So let's see if I can just hold these up, because they're a bit fiddly. There we go. That's all the decks for the Conan role-playing game, published by Modiphius Entertainment. Sadly now going out of print, because it's a really nice little game. I really enjoyed playing it when I had a chance. I'd love to have played it a bit more of it, and there's a campaign in there which would be fantastic to play as well. Anyway, all the decks for the Conan role-playing game. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box containing a book or game, typically book or game, yeah, but this time a set of storytelling and plot and doom cards and whatnot for Conan adventuring in Adventures in an Age Undreamed of, which I will talk about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. Be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.